Well, this is home sweet home. This is where I've been living for the last couple of weeks. It's certainly not the Ritz-Carlton. The whole problem with this trip was it was supposed to be 2 weeks of us doing this kind of stuff, putting furniture in place and hanging pictures on the wall, and we just haven't been able to. We're not there yet. So for 2 weeks, I've been sleeping on a very nice $2,000 mattress on a concrete floor, and for the last couple of nights, Russ too. There's all sorts of cool furniture just waiting for a home. This is a gorgeous inlaid dining room table that's covered in dust and kind of sitting out here, and I'm doing the best I can to make sure it's moved carefully, but I don't know what's going to happen when I leave. But it's a very pretty table, and we bought all sorts of cool stuff for Bongo too. Check these out. Aren't those great? Those will go on a wall someplace, I guess. I don't know. These doors were a major headache. It held up everything. Mostly this track held up everything because it was missing for 4 months. But now we've got all of them in place. 16 feet of 8-foot tall sliding glass doors that all kind of slide into a pocket here and open up the great room. This is a hatch to one of the cisterns. There's 3 of these, and they hold a total of 28,000 gallons, which is rainwater that goes down into these big holes, and you put a hatch on top of it, and the water's stored down there. It looks like we're running a little low, too. Hello, 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 hello.
When you're doing a house like this, you kind of have to decorate on the fly, and we ordered some of this really nice tile for the kitchen. We put up, Rudette yesterday put up the brown sparkly tile, and then we marked places where we could intersperse this red sparkly tile, and it turned out pretty nice, especially against the brown, chocolate brown concrete counters, which we're not entirely happy with, but at least there's a counter here. Another accomplishment the last couple of weeks is that, no, I won't do that. All right. Is it rolling? Yeah. Another accomplishment in the last few weeks is we now have kitchen cabinets in place, including these kind of nice little island door pulls, turtles in the kitchen. The cabinets look really good. We also got the farmhouse sink in place, but this was just a terrible, terrible chore to get this situated properly so that it fit with the cabinets and also fit with the concrete countertops. It's in place, but I don't think anybody's ever going to get it out of there.
You know, we have what's turning out to be about a $75,000 kitchen, and instead of being able to use this nice kitchen, this has pretty much been it for camping the last couple of weeks. Got my mini fridge here and a microwave here sitting on top of a washing machine that I haven't been able to use. Go. Oh, here's something else that we waited a long time to get. This Viking range was AWOL for about 5 weeks, and it finally showed up. But the carton said, final destination, Betty Hadid, Antigua. So I hope Betty got her range, or got my range or something, but as it turns out, I got the right range. This beautiful red Viking range. It's going to look so good in the kitchen. $3,500 range, and again, it's just kind of sitting out here like a workbench. Hey.
This is some of the fanciest stuff that we bought so far, is this iridescent glass tile. This is for both showers, and it was a pain getting it down here. We ordered 1 batch, and they ran out in the middle of the shower. We had to order another batch, and it turned out that the style that we ordered was out of stock, and this stuff comes from China, and it was a major ordeal getting it down here, but it turned out really, really nice.
Something else I've learned about St. John long ago is that nothing's cheap down here. I went to the hardware store and paid $11 for this plastic bucket. These concrete counters they're pretty cool, and we like the way they turned out, more or less. If we were to do it again, we might do it differently. The big problem we have right now is that we're missing 4 sinks, 2 sinks for each bathroom, and that might not be such a big deal. You might say just run to Home Depot and buy some sinks, which we would do, except for the fact that these are poured concrete counters, which means we're married to the exact sinks that we ordered. And in this bathroom in particular, they're pretty weird sinks. They're kind of shaped funny and they sit up on top of the counter. So we're dead in the water until these sinks show up, because there's nothing we can do. We got to have those exact sinks. Well, my soap dish that Johnson made got its first workout the last couple of weeks, and that's turned out well. And camping hasn't been all bad. I do have a shower in here that works great. It's a cold shower because the hot water heaters aren't hooked up, but it's not a bad shower anyway. I got to tell you something. We better really like this hot tub, because it's getting more complicated and more expensive as time goes on. First of all, it's a great hot tub. It's one of the best hot tubs Sundance makes. So we started out with a $10,000 hot tub that ended up being about a $12,000 hot tub by the time we got it shipped down here. Now we're spending money trying to put it in place. At the factory, they sprayed way too much insulation around here, so it wouldn't fit in the hole that was cut for it. So a guy sat down here for an entire day with a big wood saw, shaving off insulation around all of these delicate little pipes here, so it would fit in the hole. Now those guys right now are working on building a form that will include a column that comes up from the pump room below and a platform for this to sit on to support this. That's the second straight day that I've had 4 or 5 guys working on this project, so there's another $2,000 in labor. I'm probably going to have $1,000 worth of concrete and steel in this thing before it's over, so all of a sudden this is like a $16,000 hot tub, and I don't even know why we wanted a hot tub, but here she goes. Anxious to see this carried up the hill. We really want to get this trailer off of the property. This is basically the workshop. It's got all the tools and everything in it that are locked up at night. It's sitting right in the turnaround of the driveway. The guy won't come up here and grade the driveway until this is gone. The builder's not going to take it away until they're done up there, so it's kind of a standoff. We can't finish the house because this is here, but this has to stay here in order to finish the house, and we just want this trailer gone. Gone. Gone.
Well, the long national nightmare of these missing columns is finally over. The columns that were supposed to be here in December, that were supposed to be here in January, that were supposed to be here in February, finally we just gave up and said to Steve, you know what, forget the columns, let's just pour a column, a concrete column, put an arch in like we've got in the front of the house. And that's what he did. And actually it turned out a lot better than having columns here. And you know what? The columns finally showed up last week. Well, we've made a lot of progress. There's still probably another 3 or 4 week slog to go. And we expect to be down here again periodically over the next month. And we will get this done and we will get it set up. But boy, this has been a long haul.